Hi everyone, and I'm Kate and welcome back to Novel Nomad. Now I have been away for a while, but if you've been following me on Instagram or Twitter, which I probably haven't linked here, which I probably should, I have actually been doing NaNoWriMo this year and it's been great. I didn't quite get to the winning total by the end, but I'm still writing, I'm loving it, I'm having so much fun with my characters. Besides NaNoWriMo, I actually also had a super busy month because one, Supernova was in town and it was so good. I absolutely loved it. I had a ball of a time. I honestly just went for the authors. I'm sorry, so sorry Matthew Lewis or Neville Longbottom. You are amazingly hot, but I went for the authors. Secondly, I had my birthday, so that was crazy. And whilst I'm here, I'm going to do two, not just one, but two unboxings of the beautiful Owl Crate and YA Chronicles. So stay tuned, that'll be later in the show. I don't know why I said that, I probably just always wanted to say that. So let's start off with Supernova. We had Sarah J Maas was in town. She was touring Australia and she, of course, I got this signed, like, come on. But it was just amazing. She was so down to earth, so funny and nice that it was just great to meet her, and it just inspired me to continue with the rest of the stories because I read The Throne of Glass especially for her coming, but I will continue on, of course. Also, I met Lynette Noni, who is the author of Arcane. Now this sounds amazing, but Lynette herself was really lovely, and chatting to her at the booth afterwards, it was great to actually just talk to some of the authors. They were really, really nice and really fun to chat to. Next was one that my friend and I both loved chatting to, and she had some of the funniest things to say in the panels, and that was C.S. Pacat, who writes The Captive Prince. Now my friend and I became very, very interested in this book, mainly because of the last two words of the first paragraph on the blurb, which says pleasure slave, but this is not a girl, it's a guy who gets sold as a pleasure slave, so it's something really different. And Penguin Random House was selling 2 for $20, like, come on. And she was lovely, honestly, she was really lovely to talk to. She wrote some really nice things in the books as well. Next was one that I just was so excited to see. It was, of course, Kate Forsyth. I just read her book, The Beast Garden, which I'm going to do a review on, so I won't tell you too much about it now. And it's a retelling of Beauty and the Beast, but set in Nazi Germany, in Berlin in particular. But it is absolutely beautiful and I loved it so much. I loved telling Kate Forsyth how much I loved it, and she was so beautiful. Another one that I got signed, and I did see the author, was Isabel Carmody. Now I had to sign this one, which is She Left Me a Clue. I told her that I hadn't read it yet, but so she kind of said I would know what it means after I read it. Next, I'm going to do a bit of my birthday book haul. I'm not going to do all of them because I did get a few things. My beautiful friend Alyssa bought me Stasiland by Anna Funder. Now Anna Funder is an Australian author who's been living in America for quite a while, but this book is actually a history book, and I do love my history, and it's based in East Germany. The secret lives and passions and everything that drove and surrounded the Stasi, which is the secret police in East Germany. So this sounds amazing, and I've been told that the writing is absolutely powerful. Next, from my beautiful friend Alyssa as well, was The Girl Who Circumnavigated Fairyland in a Ship of Her Own Making by Catherine M. Belente. I just love that cover. It's just a beautiful illustration. It's a lovely print, lovely size. It just feels nice. So thank you very much. It's a beautiful cover. Next, a bit more on the fun side and a very quirky, is some interesting cats you probably weren't aware of. Now, just the title alone obviously gives it away that it's going to be a humorous book filled with pictures and hilariousness. It has made me laugh so many times, but I'm not reading all at the same time because these books, I just love to pick it up, have a look through for a few pages and just bring a smile to my face because they're great when you need a bit of a pick-me-up. The next two books I received was from my brother and his lovely girlfriend, and they were put on my Goodreads wish list, which I sent to them about 3 times because I was like desperate to get some of these books. Now the first one is a collection of poetry and works by Percy Bysshe Shelley. I have studied him in Romanticism, and I do have like this giant textbook that we used, but it's not the same as just holding a book and going through and just reading all the works in one spot. So it was just great to find and have a beautiful Faber hard copy of this work. I do have the Keats edition, which I got from the Keats and Schelling Museum in Rome, and I might be looking into the other romantics in the collection. Lastly was a gift I got on the recommendation of Jen from Jen Campbell, and that is The Need for Better Regulation of Outer Space. I am very excited for this one. I did buy it for a friend recently. She knows who she is, and because she is very much in the field that these short stories explore. They are based on real scientists, real science, and Jen Campbell just made this sound so exciting that I just added it immediately to my wish list. So thank you very much, everyone. Now to the unboxings. First off, we've got the YA Chronicles. Yes, as usual, pre-cut box. I'm going to open it straight away. Now I have already opened this and checked it out because I couldn't help it. It is just so exciting. And we have some tea. This is unicorn blood, which I'm not sure I would like to be drinking, but that is all right because there's no unicorns have been harmed in this process, so it's not even in the ingredients, so that's okay. Now the YA Chronicles, the beautiful card that comes with it, nice and red and blood splattery, is the theme for this month is what nightmares are made of. So I'm getting a very Voldemort vibe with this one, sucking of the blood. Sorry for that's a spoiler for anyone, but yes, I am channeling a bit of dark magic right there. A wonderful bookmark, and we have Bruce Loves You. Now I did see these guys at Supernova. They always have a great store and I usually end up buying a few buttons anyway, but they have the dark mark, continue my Voldemort streak. Next we have some monster decals, looking very scary. I'm not sure where I'll put these because I have such a bright computer, they won't really go with it. I call mine the Hulk, he's bright green. So I will find a place or find someone who wants one. And now for the book, it's a Kelly Armstrong book. Now, I haven't read anything by Kelly Armstrong, but I have heard wonderful things, and it's called The Masked Truth. Now, of course, going with the theme, I'm expecting it to be scary, keep me up all night probably, because I'm not usually reading scary books, but I'll definitely give this one a go. So thank you, YA Chronicles, another fabulous box. Last, but certainly not least in any respect, is the wonderful Owl Crate box. Now, the theme for this month has its own little owly crest, if you can see, maybe, there you go. So it's the Myths and Legends box. So some nice little runes on the spoiler card, which we won't look into. And of course, Myths and Legends would not be the same without a Percy Jackson Camp Half-Blood little wristband. Showing the love, showing the love. Next is one of the more beautiful lockets I've ever seen. It's from the Geeky Cauldron. Oh, can we see that? And it is in fact a locket necklace of a beautiful castle, which of course in Myths and Legends there's always either a baddie's castle or a refuge castle of the good guy. We have a little mirror which has actually got some mermaid scales on it. Very magical mermaid scales. Oh, of course, more tea. I'm going to add this to all my collections of tea. And oh, I can't get open. Sticky tape! Ah! So it's actually a Sleeping Beauty tea with all the tea bags inside. I may need this to help me get to sleep after all the busy times that Christmas is going to be coming up. But it is a very lovely smelling tea. And now for the book. It is Soundless by Rochelle Mead. Now it's based off Chinese fairy tale and folklore. So thank you very much, Owl Crate. I can't wait to start wearing and reading my goodies. So I will see you all next time. Thanks for watching.